I'm going to let his wife tell you about it.
Come on.
Well, they did this to me last time. And I am not used to this, but let me tell you a little bit about my man. I like to talk about my man.
Amen.
Let me tell you a little bit about him before he was, because I think it's important to know a little bit about the background and how we got to where we are.
All right.
You know, you can't always tell about where we are now. You got to tell how we got to where we are.
Come on. Right,
And
right.
some of us weren't born with a silver spoon in our mouth. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Bless you, brothers.
I met him in high school. I was 13 years old. I've been with him since I was 13 and he was 15. We were high school sweethearts. We made it all through high school. And he was not the man he is now, and neither was I the woman I am today. We were very sinful. We were very mean. I was raised in a Mormon home. If anybody know anything about Mormon, it is totally a cult. I lived in it, I know all about it. I didn't know nothing about it. Didn't know nothing about living for the Lord. I didn't know nothing about Christianity. Didn't know nothing about the truth. And neither did he. But he knew enough.
Come on.
Because Mama and Dad, or Grandma and Grandpa taught him up right. He knew enough to know what I knew was wrong.
Amen.
So though he was a sinner, he told me what was wrong.
Come on.
Amen.
And he kept saying, that ain't right. And I kept saying, well, what's right? And he kept saying, well, that ain't right. I said, well, what's right? He said, I don't know, but that ain't right. I said, well, tell me what's right. So he started talking to me about the Bible, and I'm like, yeah, right. That's right, sure. You know, that ain't right, you know. So, but anyway, the Lord had a plan. And I was working nights. I graduated from high school. He had long been out of the military. He had went into boot camp, came out, got discharged, honorable discharge out of the military because of his feet. And so he had gotten out. That wasn't the Lord's plan. That's why he got honorable discharge. The Lord didn't have that in his plan.
Amen.
And I got in a very bad, well, before that I was working nights. I was telling Sister Vanessa about this. She does the same thing I did when I got out of high school. I graduated from high school and worked at a place where they locked you in at night and you cleaned the place all night. And then they got you out in the morning and you know, got out. Well, I was just fresh out of high school, 17 years old. He wanted me to come out and see him. We weren't doing real well. My mama said, you've got to get away from him. There's a Mormon boy out there waiting for you. You've got to get away from him. But that wasn't God's plan.
Amen.
And me and my mom didn't get along. And so I went out and visited him.